Alrighty guys, another video here. This one's to show you where to place your pilot holes on your pieces. So when you nail them together, the nails actually go in the wood and everything gets held together nice and neatly. We have a couple templates around the room. On these templates, if they're the notes, it's going to say use this template to make your pilot holes only. The reason for that is the side pieces, the short side pieces right here, when we originally did them, we had them this way, and as you can see, the saw blade cut out that 1/8 of an inch, and in this template, these are turned this way, so the pilot holes get put in the correct spot. Okay, on our bottoms and our tops, we are not going to need any pilot holes, so don't worry about putting anything in there. Put them off to the side. Again, make sure your name is on them. Mine is not. And I would recommend labeling top and bottom so you know which piece is which. When we are doing our long pieces here, we're going to go 2 inches in from our sides and 1/4 inch up from the bottom. So on both of the long pieces, okay? So I'm going to use my contractor square. I am going to go down to 2 inches, tighten that up, put it up on my piece of wood here. Make my mark, flip my wood over, make my mark again. I like doing both pieces at the same time. So I'm going to go 2 inches on my second piece as well. Flip it. 2 inches here as well. Alright. Next step to both these pieces, we need to go 1/4 inch up from the bottom. So I'm going to scoot this down to 1/4 inch, which is 2/8. Alright, lock that in place. Alright, now this one here, sometimes it helps if you put another piece of wood on the other end of the ruler. There we go, there's one. There's two. I'm going to move this, bring my next one over. Off there. There we go. 1 and 2. Okay. So now we have our little crosshairs, I guess you could say. That's where the drill bit is going to actually go to make our pilot holes. We'll be doing that on the drill press. Next, we're going to be using our short sides. And again, remember, we cut them like this, but they're going to be turned like this. So we're going to be going 1 inch down from the top and the bottom, and 1/4 inch in from the sides. So again, 1 inch down from the tops, 1 inch up, I guess you could say, from the bottoms, and 1/4 inch in from the sides. So I'm going to use my contractor square again. Loosen it up, put it at 1 inch. Again, I'm going to go down, so I'm going to be going from this side, 1 inch, put my mark. Next side. There we go. Flip it around. There's my 1 inch. This way. 1 inch. Like I said, I like to do both pieces at the same time. So I'm going to move this to here. Mark it up. 1 inch. 1 inch, flip it around, 1 inch, and the last inch. Alright, again, last part, we're going to move this now down to the 1/4 inch, just like we did before, or a 1/4 inch, or 2/8. And we're going to go from the sides. Again, this is where sometimes having an extra piece of wood on this part of the ruler is helpful. So it kind of levels it out for you. And I'm going to make my crosshairs. Like so. There. Do one more time and then I'll stop boring you guys with my measurements. And flip it over here. Last one. All right. So now we have our pilot hole markings. We're going to be doing 10 drills on the drill press. We'll be using a 3/32 inch bit to make those holes. If you have questions, come see Mr. Singer or myself.